The Maquis, a Star Trek story of betrayal and unfulfilled potential. The Federation's utopian vision is challenged by a group of rebels. In the vast universe of Star Trek, the United Federation of Planets stands as a beacon of peace and cooperation. But even this idyllic alliance has its dark corners. Enter the Maquis, a group of freedom fighters with a bone to pick. In the late 2360s, the Federation, known for its diplomacy and aversion to war, made a critical mistake. They signed a treaty that handed over a demilitarized zone to the Cardassians, a fascist military regime with a penchant for occupation. This decision had dire consequences for the Federation colonies in the area, who suddenly found themselves under the rule of the Cardassians. And thus, the Maquis were born. These colonists, feeling abandoned and betrayed by the Federation, formed a militia to fight back against the Cardassians. They sought to establish their own independent state, free from Federation control. The Maquis were introduced in the iconic Star Trek The Next Generation episode Preemptive Strike, where Laren, a Bajoran officer, empathized with their cause and joined their ranks, leaving Captain Picard and the Enterprise behind. But here's where it gets controversial. The Federation's response to the Maquis was less than ideal. Instead of supporting their colonies, they chose to apprehend their own citizens to avoid conflict with the Cardassians. This left the Maquis feeling even more resentful and justified in their rebellion. The situation was a wake-up call for Trekkies, revealing the complexities of diplomacy and the potential for the Federation to make questionable decisions. The Maquis continued to make waves in the Star Trek universe, appearing in Star Trek Deep Space Nine as recurring antagonists. They found allies and enemies alike on the Cardassian-built space station orbiting Bajor. The show explored the moral ambiguity of the Maquis' actions as they fought against Starfleet, driven by rage and a desire for revenge. However, their story took an unexpected turn in Star Trek Voyager. Voyager's premise initially promised a clash between the Maquis and Starfleet, but this conflict was quickly resolved, with the Maquis members joining the Voyager crew. The potential for dramatic tension was there, but it was never fully realized. The Maquis were mentioned throughout the series, but their impact was diminished. The ultimate fate of the Maquis was sealed during the Dominion War. In a shocking twist, the Cardassians joined forces with the Dominion, leading to the near-complete annihilation of the Maquis colonies. The only survivors were those in Federation prisons or aboard the Voyager, far from the conflict. This tragic end left many Trekkies feeling that the Maquis were never fully utilized, missing an opportunity for a compelling moral counterpoint to the Federation's utopian ideals. The Maquis started with a bang, but their story fizzled out, leaving them as a mere footnote in the vast Star Trek universe. Could their story have been handled differently? Was there potential for the Maquis to become beloved characters, or was their fate sealed from the start? Share your thoughts on this controversial group and their place in the Star Trek canon.